Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Doing a little review on the skins from AlphaGvrd. This is on the Z9. It's green. It's got some the black grips have like a carbon fiber sticker look to it. And we're gonna do a day of shooting here in the morning and see how we feel about it at the end. But first things first, we got some glorious morning sun. As you can see, I'm getting blinded by it. There's a raft of ducks over there. There's a raft of bufflehead over here at least. So we're gonna see what we can capture and try it out. And at the end here, we'll talk about installation and all that good stuff. Let's get to the important stuff. Let's photograph some ducks. I guess the ospreys are back for the year. So we've been shooting on the lake for about an hour now, and I can definitely tell that I would prefer the regular rubber on the camera instead of these like 3M stickers that go on there. So it's really like a vinyl wrap. Now, other than the grips being a little less grippy, a little more, I wouldn't call it slippery, but it's definitely not as grippy as the normal rubber grip. So in the future, I might just take all the black off the camera. So we'll see how that goes. It's not really a great test today because it's honestly a beautiful day. It's not windy, it's not rainy, it's not wet out. So a little bit less grip on the camera isn't like a huge killer deal. But it's definitely something I do miss. And from a distance, I'm sure the vinyl wrap looks pretty cool. Looks pretty well done. It almost gives it like the green gives the Z9 almost like a like an Army Ranger look, in my opinion. And I'm honestly kind of tired of every single professional camera being black. So it's kind of nice you can put a skin on it and it doesn't look as god awful as those old like rubber boot looking things used to put on your DSLR back in the day. So yeah. For the assembly, well, if you enjoy doing those, you know, what do you call them, like models, cars, things that require a lot of tedious work and attention to detail and takes forever, it's probably going to be a really good project for you. Now, this is the first time I've ever put anything like this on a camera. Growing up, I wasn't really into models or anything, so your mileage may vary. Now on the Z9, as you can tell, it's got a bunch of different buttons, curves, bumps all over the place. Now it took me 3 hours to put this skin on. And I did that across 3 different days, about an hour each, because I honestly can't sit there and do that forever. I get very bored. It took about, I think it was like 4 to 6 days from the point of order till it was at the house in the mailbox. So pretty quick. And I don't remember off the top of my head, but once you spend an X amount of money on their website, shipping's free. It might be like $40 or $50. I can't remember. The skin for the Z9 was about $70, and I found a code online so you can get like 10% off. Now, I'm not affiliated with AlphaGvrd or anything like that, but if you Google, you know, AlphaGvrd discounts or coupons or something, I'm sure you'll find one that takes a X amount percentage off. They probably change all the time. I'll put the code I used down below in the video description, because honestly I don't remember what it was. About the build quality of the vinyl itself is very heavy duty. It's basically a little bit thicker than what you would put on like a window sticker on your car. Now, if you put it on wrong, you can lift it back up and rearrange it a couple times. It sticks really well. It's really not end all be all if you do it wrong the first couple times you apply a certain section. I highly recommend you pay extra and get the plastic tweezers and a little rubber like scraper thing, so you can like air out different parts as you put them down. So if you have a crease somewhere or an air bubble, you can use that little spatula or scraper to kind of push the air out of there, and it works really good. Honestly, I probably would not be able to do this without those, so highly recommend spending extra $2 or $3 and getting that little kit with it. Now, when it comes to the finished product, yeah, there's a lot of gaps. It's like a Tesla, you know. People always complain about the gaps on a Tesla. Think about it like that. From a distance, it looks fine. It looks nice. But when you get up there and you start looking at everything, well, then you start noticing all the defects. Now, there's like little gaps between. There's little crinkles that I couldn't get out at different corners. There's so many like bumps and like just things on the camera body that the sticker didn't want to lay perfectly flat for me. I thought I took my time to do it the best I could, but it still has some spots lacking. And on the SD card door, it makes it a little bit harder to open because the sticker's tucked down inside here, so it makes that gap a little bit smaller, so the door kind of sticks. But I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it does kind of get annoying. So it'd probably be best if you took like an X-Acto knife or a utility knife and just cut the sticker perfectly to fit the edge, so you don't have to tuck it down in. It'll fit a lot better. I mean, we'll see in a year. I'm gonna do another video on this to see how it's held up over the year, and expect that probably April 2024. And if it's April 24 and you're seeing this video and and I still haven't made it yet, tell me to do so, because I might have forgotten. On a scale of 1 to 10 on difficulty of applying it, I'd probably put it as an 8. And they tell you can use a heat gun or a blow dryer to heat up the stickers and vinyl wrap once it's on there and smooth it out, and it gets rid of some of the bumps and stuff. For me, didn't really help too much. So if you want a new look to your camera, yeah, I'd probably look into it. And this is a solid color. It's green, as you can see, nice and green. Got that olive drab look, military thing. But if you pick a skin that has multiple colors in it or patterns, that would probably hide little minor defects in it. But then the gaps with the black from the camera body peeking through might be a little bit more obvious. So if you pick like a darker color or a darker patterned color, I'm sure all that would blend in a lot better. And probably the number one thing to think about whenever you go to put this thing together is you need to clean the camera body with some isopropyl alcohol, wipe down the whole thing, get all the dirt and grime off the camera, that way your stickers stick better. So we'll see how it goes in a year. If you've been thinking about getting AlphaGvrd on your camera and you just needed a hands-on review of it, because all the ones out there I've seen are just people putting it on there and going, yeah, it looks nice. Well, I mean, did you use it? Did you tell us how it felt? Did it feel in your hands? How long did it take you? That kind of stuff. So hopefully I answered some of those questions, and if there's anything that I didn't get to, comment down below and I'll give you my opinion on it of how it worked out. So if you liked it, please subscribe to the video, like the video, comment down below, and until next time, I'll see you out there. Happy shooting.